Hey guys, Jay up here, and today I'm bringing you some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay on the map Dome. I'm playing Kill Confirmed, and this gameplay is going to be my second MOAB. And right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through most of the beginning of the game, because it was like the worst beginning you could ever have. And the fact that I managed to get an MOAB this game kind of surprised me. I think I got killed like 8 or 9 times, like right off the bat. The other team was rushing hard. They were in our spawns. I mean, they were everywhere. Every time you'd spawn, you'd get shot in the back. You turn a corner, you get shot in the back. It was just kind of hectic that game. But I managed to come through and get another MOAB. This being my second one. The first one I had got actually the game before this one. It worked out decently, and I like the fact that you get double experience when you get the MOAB. Not only do you get to kill the whole other team, you also get an EMP on the other team for the rest of the game, and then you get double experience. So if you can get this at the beginning of a game, it would really help out your team, especially if you were in a game mode that lasted for a while. Your team would be able to get massive amounts of points, kills, you name it, because double XP would basically always be on for the rest of the game. And that's probably one of the better things I actually like about the MOAB. So if anything, I'll continue running, trying to get the MOAB just for that double experience. My weapon setup is the ACR Silence. I'm using the 5.7 pistol as my secondary. The first 3 perks that I am using is Scavenger, Quick Draw, and Dead Silence. Then moving into my kill streaks, or point streaks, for the next 3 perks is Hardline, Sleight of Hand, and Assassin. In my previous video I mentioned the reason I like to run Hardline as being the first perk that I actually get is because once you get it, if you get one more kill, it'll automatically turn over and you'll go ahead and get another perk. So basically back to back you're getting 2 different perks. So I like it like that. And then the last one is Assassin. Other than running the Specialist package, I truly do refuse to use Assassin. It grinds my gears. It comes from Black Ops Ghost. I really couldn't take it. And I think that Assassin being the 3rd perk that I get is kind of balance it out because I'm not getting it right off the bat. That way I'm hidden immediately. I like the fact that I have to earn it. I have to get to that 7 in order to get Assassin, because then it's going to move right over and you're going to get all the perks anyway. Which probably one of the weirdest things though is when you hit Extreme Conditioning and Stalker when the whole full Specialist package comes. Because you're going to be aiming down sights, and right after you kill someone, if you're still aiming down sights, you're going to notice a huge speed pickup, and it throws me off every time, but I think it's so cool. You kill a guy, and then automatically you're just right off, you're moving really fast. In this game, I get really defensive. I start pulling back as far as I can. Like I mentioned before, these guys were relentlessly, non-stop coming after us, so I really had to bait these guys. We would let 3 and 4 dog tags pile up at once, and they were still coming. Eventually, I pulled back into B Domination building near the back of the hallway, and I actually started lying down. I wanted to get out of the enemy's range when they were turning the corner, because every time my teammates kind of got up close, they would get blasted. And you're also going to see a couple close calls. Coming up here soon, you're going to see a guy try to M16 me in the back. But like 1 bullet before I actually got killed, I managed to pull out my secondary and finish him off. It amazed me. I thought I was actually going to die. But right here is you're going to notice the Assassin perk is just crazy. These guys are coming in after me, and all I have to do is just lie down in a little area, and they immediately don't know where I'm at. If anything, I think Assassin could use a nice little nerfing. If anything, take one of the perks and give it to Dead Silence, because they did remove something from Dead Silence. I think it was the heartbeat sensor. They removed the fact that you wouldn't show up on heartbeat sensors. If anything, give it that back. I do understand that it cancels noise, and it also gives you no fall drop damage. So, I mean, that's a couple things for Ninja, but I think it deserves at least one more thing. At least take it off of Assassin. Because basically when you get Assassin, Blind Eye, and a Silencer, those 2 perk setups are kind of overpowered in my opinion. I really don't. I think that if anything, they need to make it to where you can't have both of them at the same time. I do understand that, yeah, you're losing 2 great perk slots when you're pulling up Blind Eye and Assassin, but I mean, people are still doing it. They don't care about the other perks they're losing. They're going to use those 2 just so they can stay off the radar, and it just drives me nuts. And the fact that people will sit in a corner with those 2 perks just to shoot you in the back, but I guess that's the way they play. I mean, they might enjoy it, but I guess it's up to y'all guys on how you want to play, but it kind of drives me a little nuts. But I'm probably going to start using the motion sensor you toss around. As I've said before, my plan is, and I hope I can do this, to get a MOAB on every map. This is map number 2. First one I got was on Baccarat. This is Dome. So next, I'm hoping I can get it. Resistance is probably going to be the hardest one, to tell you the truth, in my eyes. I understand Dome is probably the smallest map and that you're going to get rushed the most, but it was simple when I pulled back and started playing defensively, start using cover, and they kept coming at me. It was like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and shoot, take you out, get my kill streak up, but I really think either resistance or lockdown is probably going to be one of the hardest, considering the fact it's extremely tight corners and that there's straightaways everywhere, so if you walk across one of them, you can be shot from your side and it'll throw you off quite a bit. I'm also going to try to start changing up the weapon setups I use. I really suggest when you're running your weapon setup that you're going to have to use a silencer. Being as you're going for basically a 24 kill streak with just your gun, it's really difficult, and if you're giving away your position every time you kill somebody, it's going to make it that much more difficult because you will have to move. Even if you get the new type motion sensor you can throw on the ground at like level 77, even with that, it's going to get difficult because they'll start piling on you. You may know where they're at around you, but when you're taking on, or when you're trying to take on that many enemies, it gets extremely difficult. So I suggest using motion sensors. I'm not using a conventional secondary though. I'm using a pistol, and I got lucky with it. Matter of fact, if anything, I should have used a machine pistol. Probably the MP9, I believe it is, though extremely accurate machine pistol that you can put a silencer on, and basically it's just like a submachine gun. If anything, it's like a miniature version of the MP7. Its accuracy is great, its fire rate's great, and it's just overall a great machine pistol. So if anything, I suggest you use a silenced assault rifle. Try to stay away from the submachine guns. Only the ones I can see powerful enough to work would be either the P90 or the MP7 because of its damage and accuracy and rate of fire. P90, I would have to go with either rapid fire, silencer, both together. That way it'll pick up the kill speed. But yeah, here's my second MOAB. Hope y'all guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Make sure you check out the description. Other than that, peace out.